Today we're talking about University City. Do you know why it's a good or bad place to live in or to invest in? Do you want to know all the amazing spots to eat and hang out? Do you want to know about real estate and what are the best places to buy real estate in U City? Stick around because that's what this video is about. By the way, I'm Ben Dow. I'm a real estate investor that has had properties in St. Louis for over 13 years now. I'm a real estate agent and property manager, and I am here to help people with their real estate investing or buying needs. If you want to reach out, feel free to text, email, call, comment. I'm here to help you. If you could support the channel, please like and subscribe to the video. We are a small local channel, so any support really helps. Appreciate it. Let's get to the video. First of all, University City is called U City. We call it in U City, so if I'm saying that, just know that's how we do it in the Lou. But U City is known for the Delmar Loop. One time I was at an airport and I saw the sign that says, one of the best streets in America, the Delmar Loop. And I'm like, it's a pretty good street. Best in the world? I don't know. I've been to a lot of cities, so it's actually pretty good, and it's only one of the many great streets that St. Louis has. The Delmar Loop is a cool place where there's tons of food, different types of food, creativity, creatives, college students. Just being around there is a great energy. I love going there because it's around young people, and there's always cool, hip food. One of my personal favorite spots in the Loop is Corner 17. It's Taiwanese. It has spicy Taiwanese food. My kids love these buns. Seoul Taco has been there for a while, and they have Korean tacos and burritos and bowls, and it's a cool, hip place. They play a lot of 90s and 2000s hip hop, so I really like that place. Later on in the video, I'll go through a couple more of my favorite spots that I like in the Loop, but right now, let's get to the real estate. We're gonna pull up this chart for University City. The median home price is $419,000, which is an increase of 13% from last year. For condos over here, we got $377,000 average sale price, $305 for the median sales price. What I want to do is show you properties at different price points in U City. This property right here was $150,000, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. About 1,100 square feet. Just gonna show you some pictures real quick just to kind of give you an idea. It looks nice. It's very solid. $150,000, 1,100 square feet. Nice living room here. So with this rental calculator, what you want to look at is the average rent. I just kind of put whatever in here, and they tell you if it's right or low or high. But the average rent is $1,423. So you're probably getting in that $1,200 to $1,600 range. Average is about $1,400, $1,500 depending on how nice it would be. I'm pretty confident if you put the right fixtures in there, you can get $1,500, $1,600. So $1,500 for a $150,000 price point, that's the 1% rule. So that's a good investment. It's a good area to live in. It's right next to Olive. Here's a shot of the neighborhood right here. This house right here was $279,000, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,417 square foot. 1,400 square foot. Nice floors, updated cabinets. I really like these archways. That's a good characteristic of some of these older St. Louis homes. Converted attic. The average rent for this home was $2,931, so in that $29,000 to $3,000 range. But the high end is $3,800, but the low end is $2,000. So $2,000 to $3,800 is almost an $1,800 range. As you can see from the pictures, everything is pretty updated with updated bathrooms and kitchen, so that's really nice. And I'm pretty confident that this would rent for the average or the higher rents. So if you rent this out for 3,000 and you bought it for 280,000, you're above the 1% rule, and it is a good place to live too, right off of Olive. When you're near Olive, that's very convenient because you can go all the way down to Creve Coeur, Chesterfield. You can go to the city. You're close to the Delmar Loop, which of course is one of the most exciting places in St. Louis. So this is a good place to live or rent out. So this property sold for $350. This is a classic style of St. Louis with the brick and the front porch. People love it. I love it. So we get the driveway here. Old hardwood. So this property is not as updated as some of the other ones, but this is in a better, more desirable street, so that's why the property value is higher at $350. And you would still need to put a little work onto it if you wanted to make it tip top, but this is a good location. This one is bordering Clayton and WashU, Washington University, so the property value is higher on this one even though it is not as updated. So on this one, the average rent is $2,718, so $2,718. On the lower end, about $2,000, and on the higher end, about $3,500. So this won't meet the 1% rule, but I just wanted to show you that you could still probably rent it out in this range if you ever moved out. So let's say that you had 20% down and your loan amount was $280,000 out of a $350,000 purchase price. The average interest rate at the time of this video is 7.56. So your average monthly payment will be $1,969. Let's just round it up to $2,000. I always add another $500 just for taxes and insurance and all the miscellaneous expenses, just for easy math. So altogether, this is going to be $2,000 a month as your mortgage payment. So I'm going to do one more here, just at a little bit higher price point in U City, just to give you an idea of the total real estate market in University City. So this one is 1,757 square feet. It is super cute here. I love these rounded doors. You get this a lot in U City and other parts of the city. That's really good character. This one is $492,000 is what it sold for. Look at these archways here. I had a friend that lived in this part of U City, and it was just super cute to go there, and the charm is tremendous. Do you see these stained glass windows here? It's really, really nice. So that one is 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1,700 square feet, and the average rent for that is $2,633, so about $2,700 up to about $3,000. So it's still the same rent as the last property, but with the higher price point. So as a rental property, this wouldn't make sense, but this is a more desirable family neighborhood, and there's a lot of space there, and of course it's conveniently located. University City actually borders Olivet, Ladue, and Clayton. Ladue and Clayton are 2 of the most affluent suburbs in St. Louis. You also have Washington University, so there's a lot of students there, and it's always bustling with WashU students and SLU, St. Louis University students. So it's just a really cool place where it's a melting pot. I see a lot of creativity and artists and murals and just a lot of creative stuff going on. So that's what I really like. There's also a farmer's market at the Delmar Loop, and there's always tons of activities going on. You got to check it out. According to the American Community Survey, they say that the median income for a household is $66,000. Olive Boulevard in U City is kind of known as a mini Chinatown in St. Louis. We don't have an official Chinatown, but all the Chinese and Asian restaurants are right there on Olive Boulevard going into Olivet. So if you really like Asian food, Chinese food, Taiwanese food, this is the place for you. So Wei Hong has been there for a long time. That's a staple in the Chinese community. Also, there's a lot of grocery stores right there, and there is some bubble tea, boba places. The chili spot is also a good one. It's very spicy and has a lot of peppers. Right next to Tai Kei is Kicking Crab. I really like Kicking Crab because it is crawfish and it's Cajun style. So if you really like seafood, that is a great place for you. Vintage Vinyl is an iconic store in the Loop. It has records and CDs, and it's just a great place to browse once you're walking up and down the Loop. I've bought CDs over the years, and it's just a cool place to chill and hang out. I wonder if these kids know what CDs and records are. Probably not. They're probably streaming on Spotify or something. The pageant is also very iconic in St. Louis, where a lot of events happen and shows and music. So this is down on the other side of Skinker. As you can see, there's a lot of mom and pop shops here. There's another place over here called K-Bop, and there is Paris Baguette, which is a Vietnamese banh mi sandwich shop. The Moonrise Hotel is really well known too, and it's right in the heart of the Loop, so that is a very famous place to go to. United Provisions is a grocery store here that most likely you would go to if you were walking up and down this strip. The busiest place that I see usually is Salt and Smoke. There's always people sitting outside. It's barbecue. It's fun. On a nice day, it's the best place to hang out outside to eat. Most nice days, it is super busy on the street here, and then as you walk up and down the strip, people are eating, and it's always so busy here. One of the best places on the Loop for sure. Blueberry Hill is another iconic place on the Loop. This is where Chuck Berry, the rock and roll legend, would perform all the way up until he passed away. Hopefully you can see here, but it's quirky, it's fun, it's decorated great. You know, I would say the burgers are not like the best in the world, but it's just a great, cool place to hang out, and there's a lot of history. And on top of that, they have the St. Louis Walk of Fame. So it's like the Hollywood Walk of Fame with the stars on the ground, and you have all the St. Louis legends there. So that's another cool attraction as far as the Loop and St. Louis. There are 18 parks, including He-Man Park. There's also a golf course here, Ruth Park Golf Course. I wanted to share with you a few notable people from U City. Jason Tatum is on the Boston Celtics. He's an NBA basketball player who's one of the best players in the world. I'm a huge basketball fan, so I know all about Jason Tatum and a lot about NBA, so that's pretty cool. Also, Nelly. Nelly's from U City, and Nelly is one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time. He is the king of hip-hop in St. Louis, so he's actually from U City. Another thing that's really cool is that one of my favorite songs, Air Force Ones, was filmed in the Delmar Loop in U City as well. Tennessee Williams is a famous playwright who wrote A Streetcar Named Desire, which is a classic movie as well. Those are just some of the people, but I just thought that was a fun fact. That's a little bit about University City there. If you need help with real estate in St. Louis, feel free to reach out. Text, call, email me, and I will be more than happy to help you out. But other than that, until next time, see you later.
It's the best time.